Thank you for joining Leftover Laughs. I'm May, and I'm joined today by my beautiful, lovely cousin, co-host, but more importantly, just an average kind of acquaintance to me.
That's me.
Welcome.
That's me. Some refer to me as Rebecca.
Rebecca.
But I think I'd like to go by Becca.
Becky? Bex.
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 I like Bex.
Actually, on the way over here,
Yeah.
we saw a massage parlor.
There is. It's called
Bex Massage.
Dude, it's literally on Stony, I think.
Stony
For
Plain.
sure, sex shop.
100%.
Yes, definitely.
It is where people go to have a good time.
It is. They actually advertise for that.
And Bex gets it done.
Let me tell you, I am not affiliated.
No?
With the Bex Massage
No
on
way.
Stony Plain Road.
I thought it was one of those chains you got going on.
No, it's not.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
first Eppy, how we feeling?
after the enormous amounts of mechanical errors and technological issues, I'm happy to be here.
Well, you know what? It just happens.
It
just happens.
That's just life.
That's just life.
At least we're here.
We steamrolled past every possible bad thing that could happen,
Yeah.
and now we're here.
True. And I found the parking lot.
And you found the parking lot.
And I didn't even need to GPS it. I actually found
I'm so
it.
proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
Listen, all right, if it wasn't for our tech guy, my
Yes.
brother,
Thank you, Jesse.
praise the Lord, Jesse Christ.
Oh.
No.
Red flag.
I'm just joking.
Jesus. No.
Jesus Cristo.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was an eventful setup.
Setup.
Mm-hmm.
What about your week? How was your week?
It was a pretty rough week, I will say. Man, I went to Costco the other day.
Okay.
And I just think, like, going to Costco is just not one of those things that you enjoy doing. It's never, like, an enjoyable event. I don't look forward to it.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think it's one of those things that you kind of think in your head before you go, oh, yeah, Costco. It has everything.
Agreed. Yeah.
And then when you
get
get
a
there,
little excited.
Fucking chaos.
No, it's not even chaos. It's just, like, people are absolutely fucking stupid. I never had such a poor experience. And I will admit, I was having a bad day already.
Oh,
so
no.
I was a little bit on edge.
Oh, no.
But, like, you know how Costco, there's, like, a lot of, like, lanes, right? There's ways you turn down or whatever.
Right.
Like, I'm going to get coffee, and I gotta go down this hallway to get the coffee, right? There's, like, a huge, long aisle.
Okay.
And this lady's, like, parked in front of the aisle. And she's not even doing anything. And, I was, like, trying to get down, and she's like, excuse me? And I just let her have it. I'm not even gonna lie. I said, get the fuck out of my way. And whatever. It happened. I got angry.
This poor old lady.
No,
just
she
trying to
was
get-
not old.
Oh.
Okay? She was so not old. She was maybe 5 years older than me. Maybe. And yeah, I let her have it. I definitely yelled at her. And she was like, oh my God.
Becky's out here swinging for some coffee.
I know. It's just like, yeah. Like,
Wilding up and ready to go.
at Costco, everyone knows there's a direction, all right? You go
There's a
down.
flow.
There's got to
If
be a flow.
COVID taught us anything,
Yes.
there's a flow.
There's a flow.
There's a flow.
And you can't just block for both people going in and out of the aisle.
Right.
She was blocking. All
Yeah.
right? There was like weird people like lined up behind her because they didn't know what she was doing and they were afraid to say, "Get out of the way, lady." Not me,
I'm proud of you.
honestly. So, that sums up my week.
Costco brawls
Yeah.
all the time.
It was wild. I'm proud of myself in the end though. I stood up for myself.
You know what?
It was good.
Someone needs to, because no one else will.
That's true.
If you ain't first for
You're
yourself, you're last, bitch.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What about you? How was your week?
Mine was so
Blissful?
fantastic.
Oh.
I went up north to the cold, to
Don't
the
you
easy
always go.
breezy cold,
Yeah.
high level. It's
Mhm.
we love this small town.
Yeah.
It is very,
Is it a town?
I think so. I don't know how many people live there, but probably not more than 5,000.
I don't think I've ever been to high level.
Count your blessings. Just kidding. I like it. You know, actually, funny enough. Funny enough.
Oh, no.
My friend was up there at this exact same time.
Oh, who's that?
She's a paramedic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And she does flights in, I guess, what she does. So someone breaks their leg way out in the boons, she'll go and grab them, and if it's
Like
really
stars?
bad. I've heard this term before. I don't think
know?
it is.
Okay.
I think it's like a random other company.
Okay.
But she'll fly them on an airplane to the closest
Like hospital?
hospital. So
Okay. Does she fly the airplane?
no, she's just the paramedic on the.
On the flight.
She's half as cool. Just kidding.
I mean, it's still pretty cool.
I love you.
Oh.
You're still really cool.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so actually, I felt like a 5-year-old boy going into a firehouse. You know, like
You felt this way?
I felt this way. I went into this. I don't even know what they call it, but I'm gonna call it the ambulance house. The ambulance.
Like the
house.
ambulance bay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's where they park
Yeah. An
their
ambulance bay.
stuff,
Sure.
but they sleep there.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like a fire station.
It's like a house,
It's like a house?
but it's like a fire station.
Like it looked like a home?
It looks like, so what it looked like was a big house connected to like a mechanic shop. And funny enough, she told me the story, and I didn't ask her for her permission to tell it, but I will do what I want. But she said that the original owner who built this place,
Yeah.
he was actually a mechanic. So like it was his house and his mechanic shop because there's bays and whatever.
Yeah.
The reason why they got possession of this house is because he actually ended up hanging himself in this place.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they
For sure haunted. For sure
they
haunted.
called the ambulance,
Ambulance.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner of now that place
Okay.
came to
Take the body?
take care of the situation. And he looked around and he's like,
This would be a great ambulance bay.
"Take my money.
Hmm.
Take my money right now."
I don't know if I could stay there.
It's fitting.
I don't think so.
It's fitting?
I mean, like, no one's sleeping in an ambulance. Like, obviously people die in those, but, like, I don't know. Does your friend sleep in this house?
She sleeps in there.
Did you sleep in the house?
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I slept in the hotel next door.
But, like, less likely to have someone hung in there. But also,
Well,
maybe it's high level.
well.
Who the hell
Take
knows?
that the back.
It's high level.
Also, wild thought. On my way to High Level, it's an 8-hour drive, there was a truck.
Yeah.
It was a black, small, petite truck. And on its windshield, the windshield that you see out of,
Okay.
a gigantic decal.
Yeah, but some of those decals have, like, little teeny holes, so when you're on the inside of the vehicle, you can see out.
Of your windshield?
I mean, I think it's illegal for sure, but they do.
And it was written, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but I know for a fact it had daddy on it. Daddy and something. It was diagonal, you know? It was the diagonal that got me.
That's trashy.
I was like,
yeah.
weird.
Gross.
But yeah, I don't know. So, men are so weird.
Were you sure it was a man driving it? It sounds like something a girl would have.
It was cursive.
Yeah, it was for sure a
It
woman.
was cursive.
It was definitely a lady.
in a petite truck.
Yeah.
Honestly, though,
Yikes.
you know what I've seen online, though? Speaking of men and petite trucks.
Oh.
Wild transition. But
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot lately on my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
There's these two girls, okay? And I'll show you a video of it,
The
actually,
two
okay?
girls, one cup.
Close enough. two girls, one petite truck.
Oh, God.
No, I'm joking. But this girl will hang out the window.
Of the
okay,
car?
Of the car, whatever they're in.
Okay.
Okay? And there's going to be a man walking by. And she just goes, hard. So hard. She will say the dirtiest things, like what men do to women,
Oh, okay.
but 10 times worse.
Oh, so it's like a feminist act.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to be funny.
Okay, fair.
And
it
it
is,
works.
It is funny.
It's so funny.
Mm.
And I don't know why,
Mm-hmm.
but at the very end of each thing, they'll say something like just revolting, like, hey, there's 206 bones in the body. Want to make it 207? And then all of a sudden, you'll just hear her go, ah! And make the craziest laugh. Let's roll the clip right now. I'll show you.
I'd love to see this.
I'll
I'm
insert this into the video.
I have so many good TikToks that are saved, but I don't think anyone would make them. They're not funny to anyone but me.
We can explore that route.
It's just animals.
Well, that's not funny.
I know, but they're funny. They look funny. They're doing funny things.
Shh, shh. Okay.
All right. Making men uncomfortable. For sure, it's like a feminist act.
Yeah.
Damn, baby! I know there's 206 bones in the body. You want to make 207? Damn, baby, are you Wi-Fi? Because I can feel a connection.
The guys get so uncomfortable, though.
They either really like it or really hate it.
I ain't talking about a subway.
That's hilarious.
Can use a foot long. Sir, you dropped your smile. You dropped your smile. Your smile, you dropped it. There it is. Damn, baby, I know milk does the body good, but how much milk you drinking? Damn, baby, you discount because I'd like to see them pants half off. I got a carpet you can clean.
You know what, though, the thing is about this? The thing about this is like, if you do this to a woman, we're just like, whatever, fuck off. Like, you get catcalled everywhere.
Right.
But, like, the guys either, like, relish in it, and they're like, yeah, I'm a hot guy.
Yeah.
Or, like, they're like, oh, my God. And they're just getting, like, so uncomfortable, and they're so scared.
Literally, okay, well, in one of the videos, I don't know which one, but she, like, says something dirty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the guy, like, walks up to her.
Yeah.
And, like, hangs in her window.
You think
and
that
I was
if-
like, girl, get the fuck. Oh, I was so icked out for her.
We both know the person I'm thinking of, and if I were to do that to the person I'm thinking of, they would think that I'm, like, they would be intrigued. That would be like, oh, that's a confident woman. I'm interested in that. Which is, you know, it goes against what they're trying to do, because they're trying to be like, hey, how does it feel?
You're right,
But,
right.
like, I feel like most guys are like, yeah, I like that. That's why they do it to women. Because they're like, yeah, that's...
I guess.
Which is stupid, because whatever, they're not thinking men.
Man.
But, like, hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But I kind of, like, it is a little bit of taking the power back, I guess, a little.
Sure. I mean, there's, you know what? You want to know? You want to know how you make a man feel uncomfortable?
Oh, boy.
You are the star of it, okay? Like, the shit you used to say to those guys on Snapchat, I will never get past that.
Bye. God.
Like, the comment, I don't remember exactly what you said, but one time the insult was something like, you smell like a tortured eagle penis.
I saw that from
I
Decimate.
can't. You can't. I was just like, you
Honestly,
can't. That's how you get a guy. That's
was-
how you fucking take the power back.
no, you know what the best one I ever did? And I apologize. This is vulgar. Very, very,
Don't say the
very.
C word.
I won't. Not the see you
Fucking
next
canceled.
Tuesday, your middle name. But
That's me.
okay, so when the Snapchat scams used to come around, so if anyone doesn't know,
Yeah.
the Snapchat scams are these weird accounts will text you and say, hey, are you looking for a sugar daddy? I'll give you an allowance.
I get those on Instagram
whatever.
all the time.
Everyone gets them all the time.
Yeah.
But when they first started coming around,
Yeah.
I didn't know what was
Like,
going on.
yeah, sure.
And I didn't know how they got my information or anything
Yeah.
like that, whatever. So I would be revolted
Yeah.
by them.
Fair.
So I would think of the most revolting thing I could say to them.
Yeah.
And the last one that I remember that I got him so good.
Yeah.
And I said, again, I apologize. I said, why don't you let your dad lick your mouth as your mom eats your ass? And I remember clear as day. They made a voice note, and I was courageous enough to listen to it.
Oh no!
And the voice note was like, "Hey, fuck you, motherfucker!" and then I just copied and pasted the same message, and he lit me up. I don't remember anything else that he said because I was laughing so hard, and it was like first time that like I realized like scammers are like actively trying on every level to get to you, but they are human.
Yes.
And they can be broken.
Yeah.
So.
Well, have you ever heard like or seen those like TikToks where it's like someone trying to fuck with the person who's like calling trying to get like their credit card information and they're trying to like I don't know, there's a bajillion of them out there, but they're so funny. There's one person in particular who just like is so good at it and is like, okay, you want me to click on this to do that? And they're like, yeah. And then they don't. And they're like, what are you doing? And the person on the other end just fucking loses it. And they're like screaming at this old lady because that's what they think they're talking to. And it's just like, wow, they get so aggressive.
They do.
Like, very aggressive.
I was listening to, I think it was the H3 podcast.
Yeah.
And he had a guest on which was one of those guys.
Oh, really?
That would trick
like
these
call people into like getting into their info.
Yeah, so like it wasn't like the reverse where it was the bad guy calling in. It was like the good guy that was defending himself.
Yeah.
And he had the same setup. So he had it so that when they called, it was hooked to a microphone and it would change the frequency of his voice, but not to a weird extent. Like it actually sounded like an old lady.
Yeah.
And he said that there was times where he like went on for like 2 days straight with somebody. Like it was an insane amount of time.
That's wild.
And not only that is because they can hack into your camera as well. That's why everyone like puts their phone on.
Sure.
Because they can do that.
I mean, anyone can do that.
Yeah,
Seems like it.
I don't think I can do that.
I'm sure I could help you.
Anyone's a loose subject. But so what they did was they would hack into his video.
Yeah.
But he would allow them to hack into him. And he would have an AI generated thing before AI was even really a thing. Wow. And he'd put on a wig and it would be like a little fuzzy. So it would make him look like a female.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah, so when they were snooping, it actually looked like they had a real person on this call with them. So they would continue to waste their time with him. Huh. Yeah, and he's like, I think he has like a complete YouTube channel. I don't know what his name is, but
that's very
interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Wow.
So...
yeah.
Scammers.
It's wild.
Scam them back, baby.
Yeah. I mean, my cousin used to do that. Back in the day before, like, you know, we had Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. When we'd get, like, phone calls from, like, the scammers who would call you on the house phone. We used to have landlines.
Right.
Because I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah. Okay.
He would, like, answer the phone because he's, like, living with us. And he would just start being like, I'm having such a hard time. And just start, like, crying, like, fake crying and telling them about this, like, made-up life that he's created. And they'd be like, I don't know, and hang up. And then they stopped calling.
Oh, interesting.
So it actually worked.
Huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What, wasn't there, man, back in the good old days, wasn't there, like, a phone number on the back of, like, you know when you went to the mall and there was, like, the
payphones?
The payphones?
Yeah.
And there would always be, like, that number on the back of them. And they would be like,
I don't think I've ever really
phone
used.
calls.
Oh my good lord! Well, I don't know about that on a payphone, but I'm sure there still is like a thing like they do advertisements.
Yeah,
for
I'm sure. Yeah.
Call 1-800 fuck my tits and like talk to someone.
1-800 fuck my tits. How many numbers is that?
Too many, but still. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I just remember being a kid, and it was like I was not technological at all. I didn't have a cell phone until like high school, right?
Yeah.
But I remember being in junior high and going to the mall without my parents for like one of the first times.
Yeah.
And my friends would
Like,
be like,
you-
"Oh, you have to call this number and it works on the payphone without having to pay for it." I
Oh.
cannot remember what it was.
I don't remember this.
I was
I don't
like
think I was
so
ever
scared.
exposed
I
to
didn't
that.
even want to.
That's fair. Did you?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't do it, but we would prank other kids in our
Yeah,
class
to
to
do
do
it?
it. Yeah.
No.
And it apparently would work. I don't know.
Hmm.
What a weird prank.
That's odd.
What a weird prank.
Yeah. You know, on the topic of like social medias and things like that, I have a bit of a I guess I'm annoyed with TikTok.
Okay.
Cause so I mean, again, I'm not technological. Okay, I don't really know much about it, but as far as I was concerned, there was like the algorithm, and like that's how you get specific. So like, I love animals. I'm always seeing animals pop up on my feed, or like I think Brittany Broski is funny, so she's popping up on my feed.
Right.
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 But like lately, spiders. I don't like these. And I thought, like, you know, obviously you see videos that pop up on your TikTok and I don't like this, and you quickly scroll away. So I'm not spending time on the specific video,
Right.
but that's not stopping them.
It knows.
It's like overrunning my TikTok lately. It's a lot. Like, it's just spiders.
Listen, all right. Someone in that TikTok universe
Knows.
is trying to make you stronger.
No, it's doing the opposite. I don't like them.
You are getting exposed to your fears.
It's not immersion therapy. It's not happening. It doesn't help.
And their little hydraulic legs.
No. I know we
beep,
talked about
beep,
this
beep.
yesterday, okay? And all I can think about is I saw that stupid fucking meme where it's like shrimp is bugs. And then we talked more about that where then we're like spiders and crabs are the same thing. And ever since we talked about that, I don't think I'll ever be able to eat a crab again.
Listen,
Like,
all right.
ew, I saw this TikTok of all these crabs underwater, and they literally look like a big mound of spiders just fucking around.
Well, have you ever seen that big ass crab? What's it, the coconut crab or something like
Yeah,
that?
I don't know
That's
what
like
the fuck this are.
size of
That
life
Jordan
itself.
guy, that funny, you know that TikToker Jordan, I don't know his name, Jordan Stallion or something? He always,
Okay.
whatever. He showed a video about those, and I thought they were fucking fake. They're not fake.
Welcome to the real world, baby.
Ugh.
Where nightmares are real
Yeah.
and dreams are fake.
Literally. There's too many species of arachnoids. I don't like it.
Listen,
There's too many. That's
Cat-
why I choose to live in Canada. We have fucked up weather. It's always snowing.
have you seen the spiders on my house? Their ass is literally
Yes, okay.
this fucking big,
The
bro.
orb spiders in your fucking house are absolutely wild, but you know what? It's nothing compared to a fucking camel spider. Okay, I can't handle it.
I can handle it.
You know that time you told me that one was your hair? I still think about that every time I take a shower.
Listen.
Every single time I take a shower. I am so scared.
Bro,
Ah,
there was multiple
stop.
spiders
Don't talk about it.
in your hair.
Stop it.
In your head and on your hair.
Yeah, I know there was, okay? And luckily I wasn't aware.
I know, I didn't tell
Every
you.
single person was a ninja, and they
All
got
I
that
could
out
do
of my
was
hair.
just stare at it. And I'm like, if she knew.
Yeah, but my photographer, fucking, like, you were there when that happened, when she, like, threw that thing off me, and then she was like, that was the largest spider I've ever seen in my
I
life.
do. Yeah. It's funny because they were literally attracted to you.
It's because of the fucking...
And it's attracted to your TikTok. They know.
I know.
They are searching for you.
Oh my god.
Oh
I was
my
at
God.
work the other day.
You wait, you work?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Ha 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 ha. I was at work. I'm sitting there with Jackie, and we're just like hanging out, doing our thing. And you know when someone sees a spider, you just know. And she does and like kind of fuck. And I'm like, where the fuck is it? You know, like where is it? And she's just like, don't move. And I'm like, stop. You know, like you freeze. And then she's like, hey, like just don't look down and like get to where I am. And I'm like, okay. I will show you a picture. I don't have a picture of it alive, but I have a picture of it dead.
Oh, God.
And you can see how big this spider is. I'm not even fucking with you. You can see my handprint on like the Clorox wipe.
Right. Oh, you suffocated him.
No, well, let me tell you, it was a whole
You
ordeal.
gave him the old
No,
one too.
It was
huh?
a whole ordeal because I thought that maybe year round people sold Raid. not here, they don't, because it's winter, so they think all the bugs are dead. I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, they didn't have raid. I went to Walmart, they didn't have raid. I had to order it on Amazon. It came the next day. But
Wow.
we did kill the spider before
Thank
then.
God for Daddy Bezos.
Jackie ended up killing it with like well, she put the clipboard and then I stepped on it.
Wait, clipboard? You did this, ma'am? Clipboard.
No, the clipboard.
The clipboard.
No, there was a clipboard.
There was a clipboard.
The clipboard went down,
The
okay?
clipboard.
Let me find this monster, okay?
Oh my
Literally, I was so upset about it.
Okay.
Look at my fingerprint next to it. And that's it dead. So honestly, times it by 8. Because you know when they're pumped up for their hydraulic liquid.
Listen, all I can see on this is how dirty ass fingers you are.
Yeah, the floor was dirty, okay?
Listen, that's not the floor, babe. That's your fingers.
Because I put my hand on top of it and scooped it.
Listen, those fingers are not finger looking good, and I don't like it.
Shut up. Look how big it is.
It's actually...
Stop. That's my fingerprint, and that's it curled up, so you know you gotta times it by 10.
Look at those hydraulic legs on them.
Fucking gross. And you know what? Like, that took up half my morning.
Listen.
I won't lie.
Okay, but Becky, you are literally scared by nothing. Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Flashback. Literally, you could... I'm sitting in the car with Rebecca. We grabbed
Stop.
ice cream.
That's not...
We
no.
had a little ice cream
Ugh.
date. And
I don't know. I was getting gas when you did this.
you had gas, girl. You were gassing up.
Shut up.
Okay, we literally were together. And I was like, you know what? It's a little quiet. I'm going to spice things up. And what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do? I take out my fucking video camera.
Fuck
I had
you.
a full ass
You
video
still have the
on.
video, I'm
Oh, I
sure.
still have it. I can insert it too. And I'm looking at my phone. And I look at Rebecca. And then all I do is, and she freaks the fuck out, rips open her door, and yeets out of the car. And she's like, "Ah! What is that? What is that?" And I'm like, literally nothing. Oh.
You know what? I have such a severe fear of spiders that, you know what? I sold one of my cars once because I couldn't find it. There was a spider. You were there. No, maybe it wasn't you. I think you were there.
Hello?
You were in the back seat of the car with our sweet nephew, okay? And it popped out of the heat register, and then we never saw it again.
And then
Okay?
you sold your car.
And I literally the next day traded that car in. I said, nope, not for me. Not for me.
It's a first world problem.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? You know what pisses me off? You know what was used against me during this week? Some asshole looked me dead in the eye and said, "That sounds like an ish you."
What?
And I will never...
Did you just throw punch him?
I wound it up, mister. Too bad we were on the property of a plant, and I can't do anything because it's against safety legislation.
So rude.
I know.
I would never.
However,
Mind
I
you,
will
did
be
tell
using
that woman off at Costco. So,
You know what? I should have channeled my inner Costco Beckers.
yeah,
Bex, the massaging Costco having
that's
girl.
me. The fiery Leo. Get it
God.
going.
Get it going.
Well, this was fun.
Well, that's all, folks.
Well, that is all.
That's all the time we have today.
That is. I'm hungry and I'd like to eat dinner.
Denny's. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Sponsor us.
So, we will be back next week on Friday.
Yep.
Keeping it short and sweet.
Hopefully we have less
Boom, boom, boom.
tech errors.
Less tech
Jesse.
errors.
Okay.
He's learned. He's a learned man. Just like that woman at Costco. She learned her fucking lesson.
I taught her some.
Yes. And where can they find you, Rebecca?
Well, I think we've created some socials for this site.
Yes. So
Um,
you can follow Leftover Laughs on Twitter or X now, Instagram, and
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
This is where it'll be posted.
That's
so.
where it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And for you personally?
I have an Instagram. It's BCG Boo.
Perfect.
That's it.
And you can follow me on all socials, Melee R. And that's it. Thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, it's been fun.